You are now watching Face to Face, live from the CSL studio. Your host, Nesta Cann.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of Face to Face. Yours truly, Nesta Cann, and today we have a special guest in the building. He goes by the name of Milo Myles. What's going on, baby?
I'm here, man. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. What's new? What's been going on with you?
Same old, just trying to continue to expand the brand and, and do different things.
All right. So,
Yeah.
what's got you into music? What got you into music?
You know what? Well, my entire life been basically music. My mom, back in Trinidad, she was one of the main singers in the choir at her church.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my dad was a local DJ as well.
Yeah.
So growing up, it always been around.
Right.
It was always around there. It just kind of expanded to what it is now,
Yeah. So you from Trinidad? Yeah, your parents from Trinidad?
Yeah, both parents from Trinidad.
I thought you were Guyanese.
Both parents from Trinidad.
Yeah, all right. My bad. Sorry. So, what genre of music do you spin? I know you spin a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're open format DJ, but I if I would have to say anything, soca music is obviously what's embedded deep in my emotion and stuff, which I would like to play and
Right.
express.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit more about soca music for the viewers who don't know about soca music.
Well, soca music is basically a kind of Caribbean influenced music. Well, I shouldn't say Caribbean influence because it's actually Afro and Indo influenced. A kind of happy kind of music, I would love to say of course it was born in Trinidad off of calypso music. But it's it's something that has a bit of everything in it.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So it's one of those things.
So the name Milo Myles, how did you get that name?
Well, Milo, basically.
Milo?
Yeah.
Is that your real name, Milo?
Miles is my real name.
Miles, okay.
Yeah. But ever since I was young, from the very beginning, my mom she started calling me Milo.
Okay.
Because every chance that I got, I was inside that Milo tin trying to open it and eat the dry Milo by itself.
That's how I'm figuring. I'm like, I know the Milo, so.
That's what it was,
Okay, so the Milo plus the Miles. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice little catchy name for a DJ.
I mean, honestly, it's better than what I had before because I went years with this name. I used to call myself Funky Monkey.
What?
Yeah. Everybody used to call me Monkey because I was always, like a crazy little kid growing up. And then, getting older, you're like, you can't do nothing with that, so.
So once you became a DJ, you didn't use Funky Monkey, right? No?
I did actually for a while, for like 2 years when I was like between the ages of about like 17 and 19.
Yeah.
And then when I started actually getting half decent gigs,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, it's time to brand this properly.
Yeah.
And that's, where we ended up coming together with Milo Myles.
Okay, cool. Now, on your Instagram posts, I see you have a nice studio in your house and stuff like that. Do you produce? Are you producing as well?
Yeah, so that's what, I've been doing it for a long time, actually. What it is, remember I told you my entire family was, around music and all these kind of things. My uncle was a producer for Traffic, which was show in Winchester's band.
Right, yeah.
Back in the day, they produced a lot of good music like Dead or Alive when show in Winchester did
That's when
that.
Power Soca was, man.
Yeah, when Brooklyn, Eastern
Brooklyn was
Parkway,
pumping. Oh yeah.
Labor Day was very different back then.
Oh yeah.
But so I've been around them like that. But I wasn't really focused on it until recently. I started doing some things and now I'm taking it to a different level. Right now I'm recording a couple demos to send out to some artists. I can't really call any names because nobody really we didn't do anything solid as yet.
Right.
So, again, everything is a building stage, and right now it's just in the baby process right now until it actually moves. But yeah, I mean, hopefully in the future, please God, things will start to pick up on that end,
Yeah. I like that Instagram you post. You had the last one. You showed everything that you did, and the first thing that caught me when you said you're not following your dad's footsteps. It was a hobby for him, but you're taking it serious. So for you, what made you decide to take this serious, be serious, and not just a hobby? When did you realize that this is not just a hobby, this is something I really want to do?
Wow. I think honestly, it was always a hobby for me.
Okay.
Because it was more like I have fun doing this.
Yeah.
So I never really considered it like a job or work, which it really isn't. At the end of the day, it's really a passion, a career that we pursue. But the first time that I was flown out of the country, and I seen something extreme, like different.
Right.
I met different people, and I was doing different things, and that's when it hit me like, dude, this is great. This is your career. You get to experience so many different things while doing what you love.
Right.
This is what you need to do.
Right.
This is what you need to do. So that's at that point I was just like, you know what, this is my career and this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I understand that feeling because when I first started too, I stayed in Brooklyn, and after a while, you're doing the whole Brooklyn thing, and after a while, like,
Yeah.
But then when I had that first experience in the UK and stuff, you're like, whoa, wow, like now you're like, I really want to take this to the next level. It just gives you that like eye open, like you're like, wow.
Yeah.
So I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, definitely.
Any inspirations growing up? Any DJs inspired you growing up? Artists, DJs. You mentioned your uncle.
Yeah.
Traffic. But
uncle.
how about any DJs? Did you look up any DJs growing up?
I mean, my dad.
Yeah, of course.
I think I didn't realize how important and how
What was your dad's name, by the way? Just let everyone know. Like, what was his name back in the days? Because he's like one of the veterans. So we got to make sure we give him his shout out.
You know what the crazy thing is? He never even had a DJ name.
Really?
Yeah. This is in like the
50s, the 40s.
not that far, but like this, we're talking about like 70s.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 70s.
So
80s.
they weren't really like big on like the names and stuff like that back then.
He was more like oh, you know what? We have an party. We need somebody to play music.
Oh.
Let's call him.
Nice.
Let me call we partner. We know this guy. He never had a DJ name, even after years and years. Matter of fact, I talked to him maybe a couple weeks ago, and I asked him if he wanted to come to the club. And he was like, they don't got this kind of. I can't deal with this technology and stuff.
Because he's more old school. He's more records and stuff like that. Yeah.
Old school. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I really don't think that I really appreciated and noted what he did for me as far as this entire music industry and this music career until I had my own child. That's when because I want to do all of this stuff for her, and then it hit me like, you know what, if it wasn't for him, and I started thinking about all the little things that he used to do. And that's what really pushed me to do it. So I would say my biggest inspiration, influence is my father. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Let's talk about events. Do you have your own promotion? I see you have a brand. Do you have your own promotion? Are you doing your own events? Let us know what you're doing right now.
Right. So we never really did any events until when was it? It was last year. Mm-hmm. Was our first actual event, and we seen an amazing turnout. We sold out maybe 2 weeks before the event, and we only promoted it for about 3 weeks. Yeah. So because of that, we actually felt the presence and the amount of love that we have from the people around us.
Yeah.
And all we're trying to do is just kind of put together a quality team and a quality party for these people. You know what I'm saying? So that is our goal for this year as well. We want to take that same party that we did last year, and expand on it.
Right.
So Yeah, in the future, there's gonna be a lot more events, and you could actually see the video footage of that event on YouTube. A good friend of mine, Luck Productions, he did an incredible video footage for that event. Incredible, incredible, incredible. So if you go on YouTube, you'll be able to see that as well. You just type in Milo Myles pop-up party. You know, it was just incredible. Yeah.
Do you have a name for the event, or you just right still in work and you don't want to talk about it, or you know?
So that was the first event, and basically what it was a literal pop-up. You know,
Okay.
it was a pop-up, a last-minute thing. But because of that, and well, because of the response that we got, we're gonna kind of not really rebrand, but we're gonna do something bigger.
Okay.
You know, we're gonna bring something a little bit more official, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Yeah. So that you know, again, all this stuff is in the future works. I really, I don't want to say I was lazy over the last few years, but I was lazy.
You were lazy.
Yeah. So this year, man, I'm telling you, this year is like,
Yeah.
it really hit me. Like, you know what, I need to do this properly.
But you know, I never thought you. All right, you may think you were lazy, but from people on the outside looking in, we never really saw that laziness. I always saw you always on the grind. I mean, I always see your name here and there. You know.
I think what it is more than maybe not lazy is the word. Actually, you know
You
what,
could have done more than what you know what you could do. Yeah.
I think, you know what, I think I'll still call it being lazy, because before I would, you know, I'd work, I'd do these events, I would you know, I would try to put together things, you know, media material and things like that, but it wasn't a consistent thing.
Right.
And I think the main thing about doing events or being an entertainer on the whole is that you need to be working 24/7.
Yes, you do.
There is no time off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what I was doing before. And you know, now it kind of, my entire mentality has just changed. Like I feel refreshed and driven a lot more than I was before. I don't know where I got this energy. Maybe from my daughter, who was just recently born. But I'm telling you, man, like, yeah, it's just a different kind of energy I have around this year. So
Nice. Now, in your documentary, you said you boarded 40 planes in 2018.
Yep.
What was that experience like?
Oh,
you know,
man.
going all over the world and stuff like that.
It was
Let
incredible.
us know.
you should know.
I
Man.
know.
You should know.
But you're the man right now, so we gotta get your experience and see what you know how you felt and you know what it was like for you.
It was just such an incredible
By the way,
experience.
you boarded more planes than me I've ever boarded. Just let you know.
Okay.
No, for real, seriously. So you mean you did a lot, man. So
Man,
sorry.
you was the guy that I was looking up to going to UK and stuff like that. I'm over here playing in Queens and Brooklyn. Yeah, but man, you know how that feeling is, man. It's an incredible feeling, and what more? I think that's what really drove me to want it more. Is the experiences. Going to different places and seeing different people, and the energy sometimes is just completely different.
Right.
I went to London for the first time 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That was my first time, and it was the most incredible experience. And that's nothing compared to what's available out there, you know?
Right.
And especially being a soca DJ, there's so many platforms all over the world, the entire world. Everybody's talking about soca now. People who never knew about soca, they're learning about it.
Yeah.
It's going to become a worldwide genre very soon.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It's not a genre yet, right? I was talking Spice, but it's not a genre. Is it a genre yet in iTunes or no?
It's not a recognized genre in iTunes as yet, but
Right.
it's in the process. There's a lot of people who's put a lot of influential people as well that's pushing behind
I
it.
figured it would have been a genre by now with a lot of
Yeah.
collabos with different mainstream things. I see Marshall just had this one with Ashanti just now.
Yep.
So I'm like this is like wow, like
Yeah. But it's been like that for years as well,
Yeah.
because I mean, there's been so many other people. Look, Walker did that song with Marshall so many years ago.
Right, yeah.
That was a big one. You know, that like all those were avenues that they should have used. Well, people in the soca industry should have used before to make soca a recognized genre. But you know, things happen. I guess now with social media and all these things, it's easier now to get it out that way. So I mean, time. I guess once we keep working and pushing for it, it'll happen.
It happened, right? Yeah. So, I mean, you kind of answered the question before, but my next question is that what can we expect from Milo Myles this year, 2019? Like,
Right.
what are some things that you were trying to accomplish this year? What's some things on the plate?
Well, basically the stuff that we talked about before. The production is definitely something I want to focus on this year. You know, the event is also another thing that we're really pushing to do something incredible this year. Like for the summertime, you know, we want to take the fetting experience as we know it in the West Indies, and we want to bring it up here. You understand? We want to take it to that next level where there'll be maybe not hundreds, but so many vendors that once you walk into this event, you know, you can get whatever you want.
Right.
You'll be comfortable. You'll be able to enjoy yourself properly. So, so the production, the events, and then of course, my career as it is as a DJ, as an entertainer,
Right.
I want to take it to an entire different level again. You know, I want to be able to do a little bit more touring than I did last year, because again, like I was explaining to you, the energy and the feeling of it, you know, is huh? Yeah, it's rejuvenating. Every time I go somewhere different, man, it's just like a wow. I can't believe I just did this.
Yeah.
Or I can't believe I'm here or there, you know, and it's just like, yeah. It just drives you more, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, all these are things that I'm looking to do this year. A lot of new opportunities are coming, and I'm ready to accept them all, you know, like I said in that video.
Yeah. So if you had a piece of advice to give to a new DJ just entering the business, what would it be?
Wow. Like, there's so much, but I think the biggest thing is as you live by, as you know you live by, you know, just be humble.
Just be humble.
Yeah, that's the main thing. You know, no matter what you do, there's always something better that you can do, and humility can let you do that. You know? Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, rapid fire. So when I ask you it, you're in the hot seat now.
Right.
So I ask you gotta first thing that comes to mind, you gotta respond. Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right. Best carnival with the most vibes.
Woo.
Please don't tell me when I think you're gonna tell me.
Nah, Trinidad.
Oh.
Trinidad. I have to.
Everyone that comes on the show has said Trinidad, which is cool because you know it's the biggest carnival for soca in the world, you know, and stuff like that. So why can't I get a Grenada or Barbados?
I mean,
a St. Lucia.
The Juve experience, I mean, is different, but carnival, you know, I got you.
Yeah, of course. All right. Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm a little biased because that's my home. but yeah.
All right. So seeing that is Trinidad, right? Best band on the road.
Oh man, you're gonna put me in trouble. I know this is rapid fire, but
you're on a hot seat now.
Tribe.
Oh,
all
geez.
the way. Tribe.
Tribe
All the way.
You sure you're not Hearts? But Hearts is a part of Tribe now, is it?
Yeah. As well as Bliss.
Bliss. So I just get confused. It's like Yuma, Bliss, this, that. You know, like everyone's branching off. But all right, so it's Tribe.
Yeah, Tribe all the way, man.
All right, so I got another one for you. Since Trinidad Carnival, give me 2 events with the most vibe during Trinidad Carnival.
Okay. I can't pronounce it properly, but I'll say Phuket.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah. Friday. That is like one of the best experiences I've ever had.
I know what you're gonna say second.
What?
Soca brainwash. I mean, hey. I mean, was that what you're gonna say second?
It was.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But give me a third one, just in case you know.
I would say
Cause there's so
AM
many.
Beach.
AM Beach, okay.
Yeah.
Something different.
Definitely
you know.
AM Beach. AM Beach was another.
Who's the promoter for that one?
That is Caesar's Army.
Oh, Caesar's Army. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Joel's from Caesar's Army.
Nice,
He has an incredible party. I mean, there's a lot of really good parties that you know I can't really say and overlook because Vale is really good. You know, I used to play for Sunny Side Up. They had a really nice all-inclusive on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
That was really good. Yeah, really good. It's more of a band show though, you know, but it was really good. It's really, really good. Yeah, there's hundreds of events, but you know what, Ryan,
Yeah, of
has
course.
it.
You know, Ryan
has
has it. Ryan is doing his thing right now. Big up to Private Ryan. You know, because I've anybody I'll bring on the show, that's always Ryan has to be in like in I said, just give me 2 events, and Ryan's always there. So obviously he's doing something right.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So most memorable international DJ experience, all the places you've ever been, like where's that place that you just like you did an event, you're like, wow, like you really feel like you did a great job, like I mashed that place up, like, you know, it's like you walked away from that event feeling like, whoa boy, yeah.
I mean, do I want to say
You mash up many places, but you know, just thinking about.
I want to say Tribe in Jamaica.
Jamaica, you did a Jamaica Carnival as well?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice. How was that one?
That is a monster.
Yeah, see, yeah.
A monster.
I haven't been there yet. You know, years when it first started, I was is it J.A. Bacchanal? We're supposed to work with them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still there now.
Yeah.
But I never went to Jamaica. And now I heard it's really big in
Insane.
Jamaica now. It's insane.
I've been going for 5 years.
See, there you
and
go.
the first year I went, they probably had about 2, maybe 3 trucks.
Yeah,
Now,
there you go. Yeah, I know.
Now it's like 7 truck star band. It's insane.
I know. I heard it's pure vibes over there too.
Yeah, I would rate that. I probably would rate that. You know what?
You rate that over the European carnivals like the UK and Berlin. You have you been to Berlin?
I have not been to Berlin. I did Notting Hill for 2 years. But I never went to Berlin. I would, hopefully.
Yeah, because so the 3 carnivals, it's Berlin, Rotterdam, and Notting Hill. Well, Notting Hill is number 1, and Berlin and Rotterdam is the third place. So you still got to get Berlin and Rotterdam in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
well, hopefully this year it works.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about that. All right. But yeah, so Jamaica, what do you rank that up there, like in terms of what?
Yeah, I mean the vibes, the events, right? The events that they have down there is almost exactly how it is in Trinidad.
Oh wow.
But the great thing about these events now is because it's not as saturated as Trinidad, because Carnival Friday in Trinidad there's like 30 different feds going on. In Jamaica now they have a lot less events going on, which means that the crowd shows up as one, and the focus is more on this one event. So you have all these vendors come in and basically it's just a better production because it's not as split up. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know. I feel like it's a different energy. I keep talking about energy, but it really is a different energy.
You know what's weird? Because we never thought we'd have carnival in Trinidad in Jamaica, because we figure, okay, Jamaica's more dance hall and stuff, and the people down there don't like the soca music. But a lot of people I know down there say, listen, I love the carnival down here now, because what happens is that wherever there's soca, there's carnival, there's women.
Yeah, exactly.
So the guys down there is like, oh man, it's like they're enjoying themselves, and now I see why they actually like it down there.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it's becoming really big in Jamaica. So Jamaica's more known for like dancehall and reggae. So I'm glad that soca has actually picked up down there, and that the carnival's actually picking up.
Yeah, incredibly. Soca penetrated Jamaica in an incredible way. It's always been there, with Byron Lee and Jamaica does have a lot of soca artists as well,
right?
But
or artists who do dance soca could come over to soca,
Right.
So we all won, but they try to split us apart.
But it's there, man. I mean, the scene down there in Jamaica. If anybody has a chance to go down there for Carnival, it's just.
Are you going this year?
Of course.
You're already booked.
Yeah.
All right. So last question: favorite Caribbean dish?
Stewed chicken, red bean, rice, a little macaroni pie and callaloo. Sunday dinner.
Oh, okay.
That's official Sunday dinner right there. A Sunday lunch,
All right. So before we go, we gotta let people know how to contact you. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, websites, all that stuff. What's up?
All right, so everything is DJ Milo Myles. The only thing that's not my DJ Milo Myles is my Instagram. It's Milo Myles by itself. That's MILOMYLES. Every other platform pretty much is / DJ Milo Myles. YouTube, SoundCloud. I have all my mixes on SoundCloud. I recently, I'm going to start doing these blogs and stuff like that. I got a bit of activity on YouTube. What else? Facebook / DJ Milo Myles. And actually today it's supposed to be live. My website should be live today. I could probably check it on my phone. But yeah, MiloMyles.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before we go, I actually want to give you your props on. I like that last clip you did where you talk about if you're feeling down and you inspired people. That clip. Not a lot of people are taking their time out to do those kind of things, especially your DJs. Most DJs just think about the whole fame and all that kind of stuff. But you remember that video that you did?
Yeah.
You did it recently. So
Yeah.
I like that. You always been one of the most humble DJs. That's why when I need someone on the show, I say, you know what? Let me reach out to Milo. He's humble, he's focused, and he knows what he wants or whatever. So just keep being who you are, man.
Yeah, man,
You're gonna go a long way, man.
You know what it is? That video stemmed from a book I read recently called The Secret. If anybody ever if anybody has the opportunity to get their hands on that book, it's definitely something that you can really take a different look at your life. It's basically about the law of attraction, basically. In a nutshell, that's what the book is. But yeah, man, I read that book and it just completely changed my outlook. And I think maybe that's possibly what kind of drove me to start being a little bit more on the gas pedal when it comes to the career,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that mixed in with your daughter?
That mixed in with my
That's funny.
daughter, yeah. And the next one on the way too.
Yeah. Really? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So before we wrap it up, do you have anything you want to set out there? Any shout outs? Any last minute things you want to tell the people? Let people know about you.
The main thing is just follow the social media, follow Instagram, follow Facebook, and all the information for everything that I'm doing. It's gonna be right there. I even have a merchandise line with some clothes,
Nice.
hats, things like that. Everything you can pick up right there on the social media. Everything will come up. Bookings as well. My manager here, Stacy, she takes care of all that for me. So
So the manager, the link is there on the social media as well. Okay.
Yeah, everything is there.
Okay.
The email is how you would go by that. Yeah, man, and again, thank you for having me.
No problem, man.
That's my dogs. we gotta go boil in this year.
Yeah, we're gonna talk after the show. All right, so that wraps up another episode of Face to Face. Yours truly, Nesta Cann. Take care and God bless.